Hello and welcome to Westlands here in Evesham in the UK. Here we are growing 24 hectares over 3 sites of speciality ingredients of edible flowers, microleaf, saline crops, speciality tomatoes and everything in between. Westlands have been growing here in Evesham since the late 1940s when the current owner's father came over from Holland. So we have a strong Dutch influence to our growing here in the UK. We cover all the major food service suppliers in the UK. We also export out into Northern Europe and as far as the UAE in the Far East as well. We are predominantly hydroponic growers for our products, taking extra care to make sure that our products are as safe as possible. We started looking at a cogeneration plant early 2016. The lack of power coming into the site was becoming business limiting, and we wanted to have a more sustainable way of producing heat for the nursery. So we've installed a 1.5 megawatt cogeneration plant producing 1.5 megawatts of electricity and slightly more heat for use mainly on site. We use 70 to 80% of the electricity and export the remainder, and all of the heat is used in the glasshouse production on site. We run the plant more intensively in the winter months, sometimes up to 24 hours a day in November, December, January, February. During the summer months the plant is more idle as we have less heat demand and no demand for electricity for lighting. Part of the cogeneration installation was a 1200 cubic metre heat store, which enables us to run the engine with much more flexibility from a heat point of view and also exploit the market for best prices on exporting electricity. Our cogeneration installation is quite different to most. We don't have a COdiNOx unit, which means we don't use our flue gases, so we don't enrich our glass houses with extra carbon dioxide. We have a few projects in the pipeline where we might need some CO2 enrichment in the glass houses, but at this stage it's under review. We check our cogeneration plant daily, so we're doing a visual check of everything's being okay, an oil check, oil levels. We make sure that there's plenty of oil in the reserves within the unit from the site storage. Other than that, the plant runs very efficiently on its own. We're pleased with the operation of our cogeneration plant. It is delivering a more sustainable heat source for us as a nursery and as growers. We have the efficiency of producing power for the site as well, which means that we can take our business forward rather than being business limited by the fact that no more power can come into site from the local grid. It must be better to produce our electricity and have heat on the back of that than just running a boiler and taking electricity off the grid.